poke a little hole in this, get a little bit of silicone, and just rub it around this one side right here. And just go ahead and stick that right up on here. And then that just helps to hold that so it doesn't slip off when you're installing it or whatever. The side twists, you know, should twist with it when it's clamped down for adjustability. Break-in oil right here. This whatever kind it is, performance gear lube, break-in, lubricant protectant. We're gonna just open that up. And I imagine you can just go ahead and put as much as you want on there. Oh, I didn't even think it was in every single one of the gears, so when this thing fires up, it's actually lubricated properly. It's like honey. Thought it was going to be more like a grease, but well, I guess you can't use too much. Anyway, I'll get some all around here, and then these little bushings and everything. If you watch some of the earlier videos, we already went through the firing order and everything. So if you didn't catch that, you can always go back and look and see what we did with the firing order and taking this one out. Get a little bit on this drive gear, oil pump drive gear down here. So that's really about it, guys. So here's all your stuff. When you mesh this gear in, it should work out really well. Here's the distributor with the vacuum advance. I've already got it marked to where this is going to drop in. Hopefully the oil pump gear stays in there, so I'm just going to wrap that up in there just to keep it out of the way. And we've got our rotor up on top, and we've got our point fixed on the motor where we're going to point it to. It's sitting on top dead center, number 1. So looks like we didn't get lucky with the gear dropping in. Must be in a different location. So if you do drop your distributor and it goes down that far, your cam gear is basically set. And if you go back another tooth over here and drop it in somewhere around there, and that's not quite where you want it pointed, I want it actually pointed over here, you're only gonna have so many choices on the gear and where it drops in. So basically those are my choices right there. If it's set in the cam gear, most guys will tell you just go ahead and rotate the motor, and as it turns around it'll find the spot in the oil pump drive gear and it'll just drop in. And I'm going to see where the slot is in the bottom, and then I'm going to get in there and I'm actually going to turn it to where the oil pump drive does line up, and then it just drops in right here. It's going to be rather difficult to film that, but maybe I will do that, drop it in, and then I'll get back to you guys. But basically the oil pump down there has this piece on it right now, and as the rotor turns, you can see that gear turns with it. The oil pump piece is down in there and staying where it is, so when you turn the motor over and the gear drops, it'll eventually find that and go drop in. I'm just going to go turn it manually. Alright, so we'll get back with you in a little bit. I'll have this dropped in here in a second and pointed where we want